G'day, everyone. This is Jeff from the Icebox Radio Theater, and you're listening to Freezer Treats. That's where we at the IBRT thaw out something delicious from our archives for you to check out. And today it's comedy. We're going to check out a play, one of my personal favorites, and I can't even tell you all the unique stuff about this particular show, but I will try to cover all the pertinent points after we listen to a clip. This is Love Lines, which was recorded live before an audience at the Pete Peterson Bandshell in Smoky Bear Park, International Falls, several years back. Let's have a listen right now.
Oh my, she's worked up about something.
Do you think she sees us?
Oh, she sees Rad. That's what she sees. It must be her boyfriend in the car there.
Oh, I don't want her to see me.
Oh, what are you doing?
Is that blanket in the back?
My blanket? You heat stroke yourself.
I don't want her to see me.
Oh, she's not seeing you. Oh, she's yelling at her fella.
Einer, that woman called me ferry boat feet. I don't want to see her.
Thank you.
Well?
She said she made it herself, but she'd make me one for $10.
You see the strangest things in the bridge line.
She wants to be a fashion designer. She said she walks her new ideas on the bridge line all the time.
I didn't mean her. Check out this little drama happening in front of us.
Oh my, that girl has got her mad on, isn't she?
Kid in the car must have said something.
From sitting on his lap to screaming at him in 5 minutes. Remember those days?
The hormonal 20s? Very well. That's why I'm glad I met you after college.
You wouldn't have liked me at 21.
Why? What were you like?
Like that. Oh, look! The boy's getting out of the car now.
Oh, play it cool, man. Play it cool.
He must have really said something.
What?
What?
What's wrong? Your voice trailed off there.
Nothing at all.
Are you hiding?
No, of course not. There's just a lot of schmutz down here on the floor mats.
What are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding. There are Christmas tree needles down here, for gosh sakes.
Well, get up. You're going to suffocate down there.
I'm fine.
What is it? Is it that boy?
Of course not. Don't be... That's silly.
Wait a minute. Star, who is that boy?
Nobody? No one. What boy?
Star, is that who I think it is?
Darren, I have a confession to make.
Britt!
No.
Brittany, please.
No, I'm not getting in the car.
Everyone is staring.
Let him stare at my no-good cheating husband.
Cheating? Wait a minute.
How would you like it if I looked at other guys like that?
I did not look. I glanced. And besides, I sat through Twilight for you, and you were looking plenty.
Celebrities are different.
Get into the car, please. Please, Britt?
All right, that was a scene from Love Lines from the Icebox Radio Theater, which you can find as the very first play in the Laugh Track podcast. That's our podcast that's all about comedy. What about Love Lines? Oh, my word, there's so much to cover. First of all, this play was performed live, as I said in the intro, at the Pete Peterson Bandshell in International Falls, Minnesota, in Smoky Bear Park. I know all of that sounds just ridiculously wholesome, but it's all absolutely accurate. I feel like I should explain a little bit about the concept of the play, because we did this for a local audience and realize that it might not be obvious what exactly we're talking about, but it is true that in the summertime, a lot of folks on the American side of the border, since we are right here on the Canadian border, in fact, I'm speaking to you at this moment about 2 city blocks from the edge of the United States and the beginning of Canada, and a lot of folks on this side have cabins and vacation homes on the Canadian side. When you're a border town like ours, frequently the two nationalities get kind of mixed up over time. There's a lot of families with both Canadians and Americans and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of folks that, as I say, have property on both sides of the border. What that means is in the summertime, when you get to the end of the weekend, like the Sunday afternoon, it's not unusual to find yourself in a lineup at the border that could go on for several hours. It usually is a little quicker in the morning when folks are headed from the U.S. into Canada, but coming back from Canada into the U.S., things can slow down like you wouldn't believe. In fact, I do remember a couple times being over in Canada and walking across, because it's always easier to walk or bicycle across the border than to go by car, and seeing people with, doors open and kids dangling their feet out of a van door because the car is just creeping forward a few inches every few minutes. It really is that bad, and that led to the inspiration of this play, What if we had three couples who are all intertwined in ways that they aren't even aware of, stuck in the bridge line? And that's the setup of Love Lines. I won't tell you much more than that. Just to say that there is a link directly to the play in the show notes of this podcast episode, as well as a link to the Laugh Track podcast. Invite you to check that out. We're adding new content to that all the time. So as I mentioned in previous Freezer Treats, we're no longer doing a daily show because that really turns into a lot, asking people to read or to listen to a hour-long radio play once a day. So this is the first of the weekly offerings. You can expect us to be back next Monday with another edition from Freezer Treats here at the Icebox Radio Theater.